So hey guys, welcome to the dressing room. And I know I have been not making videos for a long time now, since the Club World Cup ended. So yeah, it's been long since I made a video. I know there has been a lot of things floating around there in Twitter, in Instagram, in all the social handles. What has happened in the first opening match of Chelsea against Crystal Palace, and stuff like that. See, what's my take, what I understand, and what we need to understand is that I'm going to tell you right now. So first of all, this is just the start of the season and we don't need to panic. Why I'm saying this? Because we have got three important players, those who are Brazilians, and they do not have a proper setup of the European leagues. They do not understand what is going out there in the European leagues. Okay, so why I'm saying like this, including João Pedro, because okay, I know he was a Brighton player. I know he used to play in Brighton. He has somewhat an understanding of what happens in a European league like Premier League and stuff. First of all, we need to understand that this team is still in the making. Okay, we need time, and this team also needs time to perform properly in the Premier League. Okay, because Premier League setup is different. Okay, the teams they are playing against in the Premier League, they are different. And another most important thing is, it's been a fatigue. Okay, it's been a fatigue, and it was pretty clear among all the players like Enzo, Palmer, João Pedro. There are many players those who seem very tired. They didn't had much break. Okay, after that Club World Cup, they didn't get much time to rest themselves. Okay, so of course, I would say that I'm not very happy with their performance against Crystal Palace. But again, we need to understand that we need to give some time to this team, and we need to understand what are the different ways this team needs to operate in different scenarios. By this, what I mean. So my understanding is João Pedro is not a physical striker. He is a good striker, that is no doubt. He is a good striker. He is a good finisher, but he is not a physical striker. What does that mean? Means being a striker, you need to battle with the defenders. It can be a one-on-one situation. It can be a one of two situations. Okay, and there will be shoulder pushes. You need to show your physicality. Okay, you need to maintain the ball in such a way the defender doesn't take it, and blah blah blah. Liam Delap does it better. Okay, and I personally feel this is where we have messed up selling Jackson. Okay, like we haven't sold him yet, but of course I know he's gonna go. Aston Villa has approached him for 60 million pounds. We cannot put all the blame on Jackson, Jackson this, Jackson that. We cannot do that. Team operates as a whole unit. I know he has made some mistakes. I know I know that he has got some red cards, two of them in Newcastle and that Flamengo game. And I know that everyone was pissed at him because of that. But I personally feel that Jackson as a player is not bad. As a striker, he is not bad. He just had a bad season, just like Cole Palmer. Just like Cole Palmer had a bad second half of the season. He was having a gold rot. Okay, he was not able to perform well. But when he had to show up, he shows up. I know. I personally feel that Jackson, if he trains properly and if he tries to make a comeback, he can surely make a comeback. Okay, and we need strikers like Jackson. I'll tell you why. You see, in the matches like Crystal Palace, there is no proper way of winning this match because there was no system in that game. There was no system. How Crystal Palace was defending, they were just defending till their death because they wanted to just stop the ball somehow. Okay, that is what I felt. Okay, uh, their defense was strong, of course, but again, there are games where there is no system. There is no system. You can see the lineups in SofaScore, and in before actually starting watching the match, they will show you the lineups and stuff. Those things are fine, but there are games where there is no system, and we need a striker like Jackson. We need a striker like Jackson because Jackson is the kind of striker who can actually put a lot of energy into the team. Okay, he can progress the ball really fast. In the forward line, things start happening very fast actually. Okay, if he was playing there, he could have made some passes which could have eventually ended up getting goals. Okay, so now there is no point of saying all these things because they are going to sell Jackson. Okay, so now another problem is there. Joao Pedro and Liam Delap remains here, okay, as the preferred strikers, and Mark Gue is out on loan. So now the thing is, what if? I pray this does not happen. I pray, okay. Joao Pedro or Liam Delap gets injured. What if this? I'm getting horrified by saying this. What if Joao Pedro and Liam Delap gets injured? Then what are we gonna do? We do not have options. We do not have options. Can Cole Palmer play a false number nine? Does he have the physicality? Does Neto have the physicality? Does Gittins have the physicality? Does Estevao? No, no, they do not have. Please accept it. They do not have it. They have speed. They have good. They good. They have good ideas of ball progression. They can do passes really well. Blah blah blah. Stuff. But they are not a physical striker. We need to convert Delap into a physical striker, or we need to bring in some person who is a physical striker, those who can bully the defenders. Okay, so I cannot see that happening any sooner until and unless Delap gets more matured with his game. Okay, he's again a good player. I'm not saying anything about his gameplay and stuff. He's a good player, but he needs to improve his game, and he needs to be there when we need him the most. The finishing needs to improve along with that, physical striker appearance. So that is the thing. That is the thing. We cannot expect high scoring games every time in these kind of matches. And up to the predictions, okay. Why I didn't make a prediction on Crystal Palace versus Chelsea? I didn't make a prediction because it's too early to predict stuff. It's too early to predict in a league game. First of all, I believe that let's watch at least 6 to 7 matches. Let's watch some matches, get to know how the team is playing, then make a prediction. Then make a prediction. Okay. I know as a Chelsea fan, I'll always give some biased prediction. If there is a match where we can lose, there also we will reduce the scale of the win and we will say 1-0 or 2-0, stuff like that. But we need to accept and face the reality that every match is not gonna be the same. Every time Joao Pedro is not gonna finish. Every time Liam Delap is not gonna be at his best. Every time Palmer is not gonna get goals this time because the role of Cole Palmer has changed. He is only gonna score goals in the most important critical matches where there is a chance of either you do or die. In a do or die situation, he's gonna score or he's not gonna score. Simple as that. He won't score. Okay, so Palmer is only gonna perform under pressure. Otherwise, he is more of a chance maker. He is more of in a creator role. So he is not gonna get us goals. Okay, I don't know. Football is unpredictable. In West Ham game, if Palmer scores suddenly, some people come and say, "Hey, you said Palmer won't score." That is a different scenario. But I'm saying in general, in most of the matches, on an average, Palmer is playing a creative role. He is a creator. Okay, he's not gonna get the goals like a striker. We need to understand. So either get a proper striker, those who can actually build good physicality, who can create a balance between physicality and finishing. That is really good. Another most important thing is get a center back because Levi Colwill is injured right now. Yes, guys, we all know that he's injured, and that is where we are lacking a lot of center back defense. Okay, and we know Reece James is not going to play every match. We know he's not going to play because he is more prone to injury. He is a fantastic player, and Maresca is going to save him, okay, for the important games. So, I'll say Bournemouth, Crystal Palace, uh, Aston Villa, Forest. These kind of teams is going to cause us trouble. Always remember these kind of teams, okay? Those who are in the mid-table teams, you can say. We think they are mid-table, but they will not score and they will not let us score. They'll make our lives hell on the field. So these all scenarios. How would Estevao Willian know all these things? He as a winger is doing fantastic. In Crystal Palace game also he was doing really good. Okay, in that position. But again, we have to give this time, we have to give some time to this team, okay, so that they can pick up the pace of the Premier League, because it's the most competitive league in the European football. We know it's most competitive. We know Premier League is more competitive, and they need more time to adapt to this kind of competitiveness. So of course, yeah. Uh, so no need to panic. Okay, let's watch the next West Ham game. Let's see what happens. And of course, I'm not gonna make any predictions till the sixth or the seventh game. Okay, after which I'll start making predictions, because after the sixth or the seventh game, things will be a little bit more clear, a little bit more predictable. Okay, at least 1%. So I'll start making my predictions video after that. So yes guys, that's all, and I hope you guys liked the video. I tried to bring up my opinions as far as I could. Okay, whatever I felt about the Crystal Palace match, we don't need to panic, and we need to keep calm and see what happens next. Okay. uh, and yes guys, please like, share and subscribe the video. Up the Chels, and see you next time.